If someone hurt you badly, don't take revenge. Just this, listen up, because this is something that's been eating at your soul. And I'm about to tell you how to deal with it the right way. You know what happens when someone hurts you deeply, right? You feel the rage, you feel the injustice. It's like a storm inside of you, and you want to strike back. You want to make them pay for what they did. But let me tell you something, taking revenge, it doesn't heal the wound. It doesn't make you feel better. If anything, it drags you down into the darkness with them. So here's what you got to do instead. You can't move past something unless you first admit that it hurts. When someone causes you deep pain, it's easy to brush it off, to pretend like it didn't matter, to say you're fine when you're not. But here's the thing, denying the pain only gives it power over you. It eats away at you from the inside, clouding your mind, your decisions, your peace. So take a moment to sit with that hurt. Acknowledge it, feel it. Don't suppress it. You're human, and emotions are part of the human experience. You're not weak for feeling pain, you're strong for facing it. It's okay to say, this hurt me. That's the first step toward real healing. And when you face the pain, you get to decide what to do with it. You can let it consume you, or you can use it as fuel to create a better version of yourself. But if you keep ignoring it, burying it under a false smile, or pretending like nothing happened, you'll find that it will follow you. The pain doesn't go away on its own. It stays in your mind, in your body, in your energy. Acknowledging the pain doesn't mean staying stuck in it. It means recognizing its existence, honoring the hurt, and then deciding that you will not let it define who you are. You're more than that moment. You're bigger than that pain. But to move forward, you first have to admit that it hurt and allow yourself the space to feel it. When someone wrongs you, it's easy to let their actions dictate your reaction. It's almost automatic. They hurt you, so you want to hurt them back. They betray you, so you feel the need to get even. But here's the thing, you have control over how you respond, not them. If you let their actions control your response, you're giving them power over you. You're allowing them to continue to dictate your emotional state, your behavior, and your mindset. And once you give that power away, it's hard to take it back. You've got to recognize that while you can't control what other people do, you always have control over your own actions. You decide how you want to move forward. Their actions might have hurt you, but your response is what defines you, not theirs. When you react out of anger or vengeance, you're playing into their hands. You're letting them win because they've managed to drag you down to their level, pulling you into a cycle of negativity and regret. You might feel good in the moment, but later you'll realize that revenge is just another chain, keeping you tied to their hurtful behavior. By refusing to let their actions control you, you take back the power. You choose how you want to carry yourself, regardless of what they've done. You can choose to rise above, to stay grounded in your own values and integrity. When you control your response, you demonstrate that you are above the petty, reactive emotions that they might have wanted to provoke in you. Instead, you choose strength, you choose peace. You choose not to let them dictate your next move. Anger is a natural response to feeling wronged, to feeling like someone has crossed a line that shouldn't have been crossed. But here's the thing about anger, it can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it gives you energy, it gives you a sense of power and urgency. But on the other hand, it can slowly poison your mind, your body, and your life. If you hold on to it too long, it begins to define you, and that anger will eventually consume you from the inside out. Releasing anger doesn't mean ignoring the pain or pretending like it didn't happen. It means choosing not to let that anger dictate your actions, your thoughts, or your future. It means deciding that you're not going to let someone else's negative energy control you. Anger keeps you stuck in the past, replaying that moment over and over again, and that's not where your power lies. Your power lies in the present, in what you choose to do next. Holding on to that anger only keeps you tethered to what they did, and you deserve better than that. The moment you choose to release that anger, you set yourself free. You let go of the grip it has on your heart, on your mind. You choose peace instead of turmoil. Releasing the anger doesn't mean you condone what happened. It doesn't mean you forget it or sweep it under the rug. It means you free yourself from carrying the weight of that anger with you every single day. It means you recognize that you're stronger than that emotion, and you don't need to hold on to it to survive. You don't need it to keep moving forward. When life knocks you down, it's easy to get caught up in the pain, the injustice, and the desire to make someone else feel the same way you do. But if you stay stuck in that mindset, you're letting the hurt continue to control you. You're letting it take up mental space that could be used for something much more powerful, your own growth. Instead of spending your energy trying to figure out how to get even or how to stay angry, shift your focus to your personal development. What can you learn from this situation? How can you grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient? This is where the real power lies, not in what happened to you, but in how you respond to it. Every setback is an opportunity to learn something new about yourself. It's a chance to grow beyond what you thought were your limitations. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Invest in your mind, your body, your soul. Read the books that challenge you. Work on your physical health because your body deserves to be treated with respect. Strengthen your spirit because your inner peace is a direct reflection of how you navigate the world. Turn that hurt into motivation. Turn that anger into fuel. Don't let it weigh you down or cause you to shrink. Let it push you to rise higher, to become more than you were yesterday. Growth is about evolution. It's about refusing to let your circumstances define you. Every challenge you face, every person who tries to bring you down, is an opportunity for you to show the world and yourself that you are capable of rising above it. Don't waste that opportunity. Use it to level up. Your growth is your revenge against the negativity you've experienced. It's the ultimate way to show that nothing, no one can stop you from becoming the person you are meant to be. Rising above the situation means not letting it pull you into the muck with it. It means standing tall when everything around you seems to be falling apart. When someone hurts you deeply, it can feel like the world is against you, like you're justified in sinking into bitterness and negativity. But here's the thing, when you rise above, you don't just avoid the pitfall of resentment, you soar to a higher level. Rising above is not about ignoring your pain or pretending everything is okay. It's about acknowledging that what happened was unjust, but deciding that you won't let it diminish your sense of self-worth. It's about choosing to stay focused on the bigger picture, on the person you want to become, instead of getting stuck in the smallness of revenge or bitterness. You don't let the actions of others pull you into their world of toxicity and bitterness. Instead, you remain grounded in your own truth, your own values, and your own strength. When you rise above, you show the world that you're not defined by the actions of others. You show them that you're bigger than the negativity they try to impose on you. You choose to walk with your head high, your heart steady, and your focus forward. You refuse to let anyone else's bad behavior control your energy or your outlook on life. Rising above isn't just about moving forward, it's about doing it with dignity, with grace, and with a calm power that comes from knowing that nothing can take away your peace unless you allow it. You show yourself that you're more than the hurt they caused you. You don't let it define your next step or your future. You keep your focus on your goals, your dreams, and your purpose because those things matter more than the bitterness someone else tried to sow in your heart. You rise above, not to escape, but to elevate. You rise above because you know that you're worthy of better, and you're not going to let anyone else's shortcomings hold you back from what you're truly capable of achieving. In times of conflict, it's tempting to fight back, to retaliate, to stand your ground and demand justice. It's natural to want to defend yourself, especially when you feel wronged. But here's the hard truth. War, whether it's external or internal, never brings the peace you're looking for. Fighting fire with fire only burns you both. It doesn't heal the wound. It doesn't restore the balance. It only perpetuates the cycle of hurt and anger. Seeking peace instead of war means choosing calm over chaos, understanding over confrontation, resolution over retaliation. It's about realizing that peace isn't something that comes from defeating another person. It's something that comes from within. You can't find true peace in the midst of constant conflict. If you're always trying to battle someone, you'll never have the mental and emotional space to find stillness, clarity, or healing. Choosing peace requires strength. It's easy to get swept up in the drama, to respond with anger, to give in to the impulse of making someone pay. But it takes real courage to walk away from that noise, to decide that your peace is worth more than the temporary satisfaction of revenge. When you choose peace, you protect your energy, your focus, and your future. You don't let their actions dictate how you feel, how you act, or how you move forward. Instead, you create a space where your inner peace is the foundation, and from that place, you're better equipped to make clear, thoughtful decisions that won't only serve your own well-being, but also the peace of others around you. It's not about letting people walk all over you. It's about not allowing the conflict to consume you, to twist you into something you're not. Seeking peace is a choice to transcend the situation, to rise above the noise, and to act with wisdom and integrity. It's about understanding that sometimes the best way to respond to someone's hurtful actions is to walk away, to refuse to engage in their chaos. You don't have to fight every battle. In fact, some of the most powerful moves are made when you choose not to engage in war at all. In moments of hardship, when someone wrongs you, it can feel like the world is testing your character. Every fiber of your being might want to lash out, to defend your honor, to fight back with everything you've got. But here's something that matters more than winning in that moment: your integrity. Your integrity is the foundation upon which everything else rests. It is who you are at your core. And when you compromise that, you compromise yourself. Keeping your integrity intact means refusing to let the actions of others sway your values. It's about staying true to your principles, even when it feels like the world is doing everything it can to push you off course. When someone hurts you, it's easy to fall into the trap of fighting fire with fire. But in doing so, you risk becoming the very thing you despise. You risk losing the part of yourself that makes you. You are the part that guides you through life with respect, honesty, and kindness. Integrity isn't just about doing the right thing when everyone's watching. It's about doing it when no one else would blame you for doing the opposite. It's about standing firm in your beliefs and actions, even when it's hard. It's about refusing to lower yourself to someone else's level, regardless of how much they've wronged you. If you act in anger, in revenge, or in any way that compromises your own values, you're letting the world dictate your character. Don't let anyone else's actions have that power over you. You are in charge of your behavior, your choices, and your integrity. When you keep your integrity intact, you stay connected to your true self. It's not about how people perceive you, it's about how you perceive yourself when you look in the mirror. Do you respect the person staring back at you? Do you feel good about the decisions you made, even in the face of adversity? In the end, it's your integrity that will carry you through, and it's your integrity that will make you stand out. The world can take a lot from you, but your integrity is something no one can ever steal unless you let them. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. We tend to think that when we forgive someone, we're letting them off the hook, that we're giving them a free pass for what they did. But true forgiveness isn't about excusing their behavior or pretending it didn't hurt. It's about freeing yourself from the grip of that pain, from the hold that their actions have on you. When you hold on to resentment, when you carry anger, it's like you're carrying a weight on your shoulders that keeps getting heavier with time. Every time you revisit the hurt, every time you replay what they did to you, that weight grows. But here's the thing, they're not carrying that weight. You are. And when you choose to forgive, you're not doing it for them, you're doing it for yourself. Forgiveness means letting go of the control that their actions have over you. It means not allowing the wrong they did to determine how you live your life moving forward. It's about reclaiming your peace, your joy, your energy. When you forgive, you stop being a prisoner to your own anger, to the cycle of resentment that keeps you stuck in the past. You free yourself to move forward without that burden holding you back. But remember, forgiveness isn't forgetting. It's not about erasing the pain, and it doesn't mean you have to let that person back into your life. Forgiving someone doesn't mean you have to reconcile with them or allow them to hurt you again. It's simply a decision to stop letting their actions dictate your happiness, your peace, or your future. It's about choosing to release the chains that bind you to that hurt and finding the strength to move beyond it. By forgiving, you're taking back your power. You're no longer allowing their wrongs to control your emotions or your energy. You are choosing peace, choosing healing, choosing to be the person you want to be, not the person defined by someone else's mistakes. Forgiveness is your way of saying, I am not defined by what you did to me. I define myself, and I choose to let go and move forward. It's one of the greatest acts of self-care because in forgiving, you're choosing to take care of your own soul, to protect your heart, and to live in freedom. So, the next time someone hurts you, remember this, you have a choice. You can stay stuck in the cycle of anger, revenge, weakened bitterness, or you can choose to rise above it. You can choose peace, growth, and strength. You can choose to protect your integrity, to release the pain, and to forgive not for them, but for you. Because in the end, the only person you're truly responsible for is yourself. You have the power to move forward, to heal, and to become a better version of yourself because of what you've gone through. Don't let anyone steal that from you. Keep your head high, your heart full, and your mind focused on your journey. This is your life, your path, and your story. Make it one of peace, one of strength, and one of unshakable resilience.